And up next, we've got It's Gotta Be Off and On, which is by D Majestic and the Spectral Band. So, he says, I wanted something that exuded authenticity, something imperfect, something struggling, something alive. I dug a very old, very poor quality amplifier out of my parents' basement. It was something a friend brought to band practice and I forgot about back in 2001. Guys, that's when I was born. That's crazy. Some piece of junk that his dad bought at an auto supply store in the 60s. It wasn't good in the 60s, and it wasn't good in the 2000s, and it's still not good now. But it has a certain charm, and more importantly, it refuses to sound clean or correct. That's exactly what I needed. The heart of the track is a fuzzy, swelling bass part. I recorded it 4, 5, maybe 6 times, each time pushing the amp a little harder. The first take was almost clean. Later takes capture the sound of the amp giving up, feeding back, buzzing, crackling, collapsing, groaning under the pressure. Everything is slightly out of time, slightly out of tune. Layered together, they create this thick, swelling texture where the musical content is still there, but is swallowed and destroyed by an overworked machine trying its very best. I love the sound of the equipment straining under load and eventually breaking. Everything I own is broken or bent. Equipment that works correctly is for cowards. Love that. The bass line is a group of 10 beats, which already feels slightly off balance, almost like a tape loop that got trimmed incorrectly. Is it math rock? Love math rock. No, it's too slow. Math sludge, I suppose. I used analog tape emulators and delays to thicken everything, to let the sound smear at the edges. The non-bass instruments remain small and understated. The glockenspiel is just a faint melodic suggestion peeking through the bass haze. The drums come from a children's toy kit, mixed so low they feel more like an implied pulse rather than a real part. The baritone guitar isn't carrying melodies, just fragments and mood. A signature of the Spectral Band has always been the use of found voices, usually radio static or stray conversations drifting in from somewhere unseen. This time, I wanted the story to be more personal, so I opened a few mics and just rambled about the friend who left that amp in my basement more than 20 years ago. If you listen closely, buried under all the noise, you can hear a coming-of-age story about the two of us and a run-in with name redacted. It's Gotta Be Off and On by D Majestic and the Spectral Band.